For anyone struggling with addiction, there are moments where it feels impossible. Having worked with people with addiction and family members, but also experiencing addiction in my own family, it's a very difficult thing for a family to go through. Addiction not only touches the person that has the substance use disorder, but everyone around them. Especially when they feel like they're helpless and hopeless, that they've tried everything that they can to help their loved one, and to see them continuously be struggling and suffering is really hard. Stigma for many people is the one thing that keeps them from being able to reach out and seek help. I'm the Department of Health and Human Services Senior Advisor on Behavioral Health. I'm also a licensed psychologist, so I work on the planning and policy and funding for substance abuse and mental health treatment in the state. Working with people with mental health and substance use disorder issues, it gives me a purpose. I think the history of addiction in society is one that it's a moral choice, that if people wanted to stop just enough, then they could. That's just not the case. The more that you can understand that there's so much more to addiction than just somebody making a choice, the more, I think, compassion that you can have. It's paralyzing. I mean, it is the thing. It's the fear. It's the concern that if they say something, if they let somebody know how much they're struggling, that they're going to get in trouble. Their family is going to leave them. If we're working from a disease model, we often talk about someone, for example, who has cancer. We talk about the disease as separate from the individual. It's equally as important to recognize that addiction is not the person. It is the disease that is impacting the person. The last thing that you want to do is turn someone away who's asking for help. We want to make sure that when an individual is in need, we have a way that we can support and help them. So one of those critical aspects is to be able to have a 24/7 hotline that anyone can call any time, day or night, to get some support and assistance in navigating to resources. One of the best ways that we can start to take the power away from stigma is to talk to each other. Recovery is possible. It doesn't have to be the same. They don't have to stay in this cycle of addiction. There is possibility for a different outcome, for a different tomorrow, and that there's hope that things can be different.